Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video you're going to learn how to create questions and answers website just like Quora. We are later going to be monetizing this website. That means we're going to be making money with this platform. If this is your first time here on my YouTube channel or seeing one of my videos, well, on this channel I built web applications, websites that will generate income for you. All the websites I build or I teach or I show you are money making websites. So if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing because you're going to have a great learning experience. After going through each or individual videos, you realize that I show you how you'll be able to make money with those websites. So a website like this, we're going to be building it and later monetize it. Okay, so let me show you, let me give you a walk around, a tour of the website we're going to be building in this video tutorial. Right now we are on the login page, so a user will create an account on top here, register, and then click on login and then enter the username and password and click on login. Perfect. It will take the user to a page just like this. Okay, on top you can see what is going on. Ask anything. So users can ask questions and those who are knowledgeable can go ahead and give their response to that question. Something like this: which logo is better, the left one or the right one? Users can vote, pass their judgment, and these things are called photo pool. Okay, so on top they'll be able to post video pool or photo pool, and then click on these three dots and promote their questions. Well, you may be wondering, how do I make money with this platform? Don't worry, I'm going to be answering that in this part of the video. So on top you can see there's a sponsor thing here. This is an image ad just like on Facebook. So your users will be able to promote their things on your website. So this is how you're going to be making money with your platform. Okay, now on top you see this is a user profile. When you click on it and then click on advertisement, it will take you to an ad page. This is where the ads are going to be displayed. They'll be able to edit their ad, delete ad, or see a general statistics of this ad. They'll be able to see their number of clicks and number of views. They can disable this ad and later enable it. Well, you may be wondering, hey, how are they going to make payment on my website? Don't worry, we're going to be covering that in this part of the training. So to the left you can see wallet. So when I click on wallet, this is their wallet with their current balance. A user can click on continue and then enter the amount he or she wants to refund his account and click on replenish, and a payment gateway will be prompted just like this. The first one is credit card, the next one is bank transfer. Well, if PayPal is not supported in your country, don't worry, there are a lot of payment systems that we can integrate with this platform. Something like Paystack, Flutterwave are all available. Okay, they'll choose their preferred payment method and then make payment. You'll be able to put your payment details here, and after they make payment they'll upload a receipt and then confirm this payment. Well, This payment is coming straight to your bank account. You're not sharing this money with anyone. No third party here whatsoever. After that, they click on confirm and this payment is directly deposited into your account. Now they'll be able to use this credit or this balance to do a lot of things on your website, and one of them happens to be running ads on your platform. Well, it sounds very easy, but you need to do a lot of work. It's like having a child. You need to nurse it, you need to feed it in order for the child to grow. This website or online business is also like that. You need to promote this platform. Okay, so in this part of the training, I'm going to be teaching you how users are going to create ads on the platform. So on this same page below, you can see create new. So they'll click on that, and this is their ad interface. The first one happens to be your company name. So maybe my company is, I'll be using my YouTube for example. So my YouTube channel. So this YouTube channel. So this is going to be YouTube channel ad. Okay. Down, title. So what is the title of the ad? Maybe best YouTube channel for web design. The next one is your website URL. So they'll enter their destinations. What are they promoting? Their service, the link to their product or service. That will also be, that can be done here as well. Okay. After that, location, your current location. Where are you from? Where you are currently located. You can also enter that here. And there's a description field for them to describe their ad. That can also be done here. So best YouTube channel, okay, something like this. This is for tutorial purposes, don't mind me, okay, it's for tutorial. And there's another one here called, that's the gender. So are they targeting only male or female? In my case, all. So they can choose all. And this is the bidding strategy. Are they using the bidding method, pay per click or pay per impression? Okay, if you cannot see that, let me so there are three options. I want to use pay per click. Now audience, who do you want to target, or who do they want to target? USA citizens, Canada, or where? In my case, I want to target all. Okay, after that, I'll choose my ad, the ad itself. You can choose video, image, it's all up to them. So in my case, I'll choose an image. Okay, and this is the ad itself, and below it will give you the estimated reach, just like on Facebook. Okay, and that will be if you have enough audience, enough users on your website. Okay, after that, they'll click on publish, and this ad will be published and will be displayed in front of your audience. It's that simple, guys. It's not difficult. So that's how the whole process is going to look like. Now the ad will be displayed in this format, and when I click on it, it will take, or if someone clicks on that ad, it will take the person directly to the link they set up during the ad creation process. Okay, just like on Facebook. The next one is, let's look at the photo pool. So when you click on photo pool, there are going to be two options for you to upload two images. So maybe you want to compare, you want people to pass judgment between two images. Okay, so this is just an example below. So below is an example. Which logo is better? Is it the left one or the right one? So users can vote, share this post, or even like it, or yeah, and they can also promote it. And right now this is promoted. I've promoted this already, so I can unpromote and show you how that one too is done. So they will click on these three dots and then click on promote. Perfect. Now a pop-up will be prompted just like this. Now your question will be promoted for 24 hours for $1.23, and your balance is this. So after I click on promote, my balance will be deducted. So I'll click on promote. Perfect. Now this ad or this question is promoted, and right now it is on top of all questions, okay, all the posts that are on the site, okay, and that's how it works, guys. Okay, so if you are super excited and pumped up to learn the whole creation process, stick around, because right now I'm going to show you how you're going to launch the website and how we're going to start the whole creation process. If this is your first time and you're not subscribed to the channel, you're missing a lot. Join the family by subscribing. That way it keeps me motivated, and it gives me the power to continue making these videos. Okay, so stick around and see how we're going to launch the website. Okay, so before you build any kind of website, be it LMS website, that's a learning management system website, a blogging website, a business website, an e-commerce website, it doesn't matter the kind of website you want to build. There are always two things you need to get started. One is domain name and the other is web hosting. If you're confused or this is your first time hearing these terms, don't worry, let me explain. So when we talk of a domain name is your website name.com. okay, now it's going to be that address people are going to be typing in to web browsers to get to your website. Okay, so you have to be creative and come out with your own domain name. Okay, google.com is a domain name, facebook.com is a domain name, youtube.com is a domain name. These are names people registered, and now we have something like facebook.com, youtube.com, google.com. So you have to also be creative and come out with your own business name. Okay, now the second piece to it is web hosting. Now web hosting, let's look at web hosting as a let's see it as a place to store your website files. Your website is always going to be consists of files, images. Okay, now after you get your hosting and upload this your website onto your server, then your website will come live. The speed and performance of your website mainly depends on your hosting performance. So make sure you go with a reputable web hosting provider that is good, that performs well, in order to have your website also go live. You can see as I load this website, it doesn't waste time. It comes live within 1 second or 2 seconds, and that is good. Now I've partnered with makigohost.com to give you the best deal ever, which is 50% off if you use 250, which is in the description of this video. That's the hosting provider we're going to be using in order to purchase hosting. Now, because this is your first time ordering web hosting from makigohost.com, you are getting an additional domain name, a free domain name for free. So after you click on the link in the description, that's the first link, it will take you to a page like this. This is makigohost.com. Now you can scroll down and there's a part I want you to this part, professional hosting plans. Now I want you to click on, you see this shared hosting, I want you to click on other hosting. It's the shared hosting we need to continue this tutorial. So you click on shared hosting, so you click on other hosting. Now this is the shared hosting page, and it starts from $299. Okay, per month. Now you scroll down, you can read more about this page. Now this is the part I want to show you. You see, Makihost has 3 packages: Go Basic, Standard, and Go Unlimited. Because you are building one website, I would recommend you to go with the Go Basic plan, because this is your first website. You don't need that much space. But if you think you will be building another website maybe tomorrow after building this website, or next week, then you can go with the standard package. But in this part of the video, or today, we're going to be ordering this Go Basic plan. It will give you 20 gigabyte SSD storage. If you're ordering web hosting or purchasing a hosting plan and they do not offer SSD storage but HDD, please do not order hosting from them. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So you can go and make a quick Google search, and you type SSD, so SSD versus HDD. Click on images. Perfect. Now this first image, you see this image, you can click on it. Good. Now when we talk of performance, like we are comparing these two storage technologies, so we have SSD to the left and we have HDD to the right. When we talk of performance, SSD is always faster than HDD. Okay, that is it. Now shorter lifespan, SSD, HDD outweighs SSD. When it comes to expensive, HDD is cheaper, SSD is more expensive. Okay, so the important thing is the performance. That's the fast and slow. Okay, so most of the hosting providers now use SSD in order to optimize the speed of your website. Okay, good. So that is it. This is another example here. SSD can absorb shocks more better. Okay, so SSD storage media are always better than HDD. Okay, and that is it, guys. Okay, so we go back. The next one is unlimited bandwidth. A bandwidth is nothing but the number of uploads and downloads that are happening on your website. The next one is unlimited FTP accounts, 10 email accounts. If you're starting your own online business, it is advisable to get your own email account and not Gmail. Something like support@yourwebsitename.com and not your website and not your business at gmail.com. Okay, it doesn't make sense. You have to be serious and come out with your own email address. 10 databases, free domain name, same renewal price. Even after ordering hosting from Makihost, if they are to increase their prices, your price is locked. Okay, it will not affect you. You're not affected. 24/7 support, uptime guarantee 99, and that's good. So click on order hosting. Perfect. Now this is where we're going to be entering our website name. What is the name of your website? What do you want people to call your website? So for tutorial purposes, I'll enter something like website name. So website name.com, and I'll click on check. But first you need to choose your TLD. If you don't want .com, you can click here and choose .net. Okay, but in this video we are going to be using .com, and I'll click on check to see if this domain name is still available for us to register. And unfortunately this domain name has been taken and is already in use. We can't have two domain names that are the same or similar on the internet. So you need to be creative and add something to your domain name to make it unique. So for tutorial purposes, I'll add 2022 to it. You don't have to copy me, you have to be creative and come out with your own name, and click on check. Perfect. This time around, our domain name is available and it's not in use. No one is using it. We can claim ownership of this domain name. Now scroll down and click on continue. Perfect. Now we're on a config page, and this is a review your package. So you review your package, and when you scroll down, you can see choose billing cycle. Now this is where you choose your, is it 12 months, 2 years, or 3 years? Makiko Host offers year-to-year basics, so you choose the 12 months. Okay, now below are some add-ons. Do you want them to integrate Google Analytics for you? Google Analytics is a tool developed by Google to track your website analytics, your website statistics, where your users are from, the number of views you get, number of clicks, number of sales you've made. So they will be able to track this data for you by installing what we call Google Analytics. If you want them to do that, they can do it for you. So you make sure you add it to cart, but if you don't need it, you can forget about it, and this is a one-time payment thing. Now the next thing is Makiko Host can protect your WordPress website from hackers all day long. If this is a WordPress website, you can also choose that. Okay, now the next one is to allow Makiko Host to verify and put your website on Google or Bing or other search engines. Okay, after building this website, the website will not be on Google. You have to upload it manually, list it onto search engines like Google. So if you want them to do that, they can do it for you, and it's also a one-time thing. But for tutorial purposes, I'm not going to add these to cart, so I'll untick that and then proceed. So I'll click on continue. Perfect. Now we're on domain configuration page. Now this is where you choose your domain add-ons. First one is DNS management, the second one is ID protection, and the last one is email forwarding. Now if you have the money, please, I will recommend ID protection, because it's going to protect your own data from the internet. It's going to hide your data, reduce the amount of email spam into your inbox. Okay, so that's ID protection for you, and it's $5 every year, so you can choose this. Okay, and it's affordable. But if you don't have the money, we can't forget about it and click on continue. Good. Now we're on the review and checkout page. Now this is where I'm going to be giving you the code, because I've partnered with Makiko Host to give you 50% off. So make sure you enter 250 and click on validate code. Awesome. Now promotion code accepted. Your order has been updated. Now you're paying $17, almost $18 for a year. Okay, is that not amazing? And next year you'll be paying $48.87 every year. So this every year, and this price is locked. Okay, so even if they increase price, you will not be affected. So you click on checkout. Perfect. Now this is where you enter your personal details. Okay, so you enter your first name, your last name, your email, phone number, your company name, street address, your city, your postcode, your country, and below you enter your password. Take good notice of your password, because this is the password you'll be using to log into your hosting. Below you can click on generate password and then use MakuHost password generator to get a secured password for yourself. Okay, good. So you copy this password somewhere, save, and then click here. Perfect. But remember to paste that password somewhere you can remember, because you will need this password in order to log into your hosting dashboard. Now the next thing you will be doing is to choose your preferred method of payment. Paystack always work best for me, so you can leave that. But if you have Bitcoin, a crypto, and other digital currencies, you can also choose that here. You can also pay with Flutterwave. After that, you accept their terms of service and then click on place order or complete order. So enter my details and then complete order, and I'll see you on the dashboard. Okay, so just bear with me. So after successfully making payment, you will be redirected to your client's area, and this is your hosting dashboard. Now let me give you a walk around. Okay, I want to give you a small tour of your hosting dashboard so you get familiar with where to get what. Okay, so first of all, you have services, and the next one is domains, ticket, and invoice. Now with services, when you click on services, okay, in your case you have one service and one domain name. Okay, so you click on services, good. Now this is your package. Okay, in your case you should have something like Go Basic, but I have a standard plan with MakuHost. Okay, so you click on standard, but in your case you click on Go Basic. Okay, good. Now on this page, this is where you see your usage statistics, and this is your disk usage. So this one will show your the number of megabyte left, okay, for you to actually complete your storage. Okay, so to your left you can see this panel: log into cPanel, log into webmail, change password, upgrade, and request cancellation. So this is where you're going to be working mostly with. So you click on log into cPanel. So you click on log into cPanel, and welcome to cPanel. This is where you're going to be controlling everything, and this is where you're going to be uploading your website files. This is where we're going to be building our website. So the first one is files. You can see file manager, images. This is where you manage all files. The next one is emails. So if you want to create email account, this is where you do that, email forwarders, and a lot more. The next one is billing. The next one is Jet backup. This is where you manage, or that's where you manage your backups. Database. This is where you see your databases. Domains. This is where you see your domain names. If you want to add additional domain, you can do that inside your cPanel. Metrics, security. This is where you also manage your security. Software. If you were to install WordPress, this is where you do that using SoftwareClause or this app. You can also do that with this left option. Okay, so that's a quick tour on your about your hosting dashboard and cPanel. Okay, now if you want to log out, you can see here, you can click here, and then below you click on logout. Okay, so you can go ahead and play with this, but if you want to access your emails, this is where you do that. So you click on email history, and you'll be able to have access to your email, your recent emails, or your old emails. So that's where you do that. Now on your dashboard, that's on your hosting dashboard, when you scroll down, you see some quick shortcuts. This where if you don't want to go to cPanel, you can also manage that at the front end here. Okay, and that is it, guys. Okay, so that's a quick rundown on how to get domain name and web hosting, and a little bit tour about your hosting account and cPanel. Okay, so that is it, guys. So with building our website. Okay, if you are ready, let's get started. Okay, hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so what are the skill sets you need in order to build this amazing website? What is the programming language? What language are we going to use to build this website? Okay, so if you were to build this website from scratch, you need some sort of programming languages or programming knowledge. The first language is PHP. So you need PHP in order to build the back end, and you need another language called MySQL, which we use, or you will use to collect user data from something like form submission to the database in order for it to work at the back end. Then the next programming languages will be something like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So in all, there will be 5 active languages that will come together to build a website like this. Okay, but this is a fully optimized and designed script that will do the work fine for you, which was developed by a lot of developers, and now it is on sale on CodeKernel. You simply grab this script, upload it to your server, and less than 10 minutes you have your website up and running. Okay, and that is it, guys. So you need to grab this script in order to get an amazing website like this if you don't want to code it from scratch. Okay, and before you code it from scratch, you need certain programming skills, and which will take you longer to acquire. Okay, so that is it. So you grab this script, you add this script to cart in order for it to work, guys. $29 is it worth it? Okay, it's not big money. Okay, so you grab it, and right now it's on discount, and the script is yours forever. You use it on your website to get this amazing website, amazing look. Okay, so make sure you go ahead and add this to cart, and then purchase your script in order to continue this tutorial video. Okay, so after grabbing the script, you need to extract it. Okay, let me show you how you extract it and how you upload it to your web server. Now, after purchasing this code, you'll be able to download it, and when you download it, you go to your destination. Let's say downloads. In my case, I have it downloaded on desktop, so this is how it's going to look like. Now you right click on it, click on extract files, click on OK, and wait for it to get extracted. Okay, after successfully extracting your script, you have to go inside it. So you double click, and you can see this is the folder we want to deploy. So double click, and these are the core files. Okay, so let's go back and zip it. Okay, so add it to archive, click on zip, click on OK, and wait for it. Now let's go back to our cPanel, our hosting, and prepare our hosting account for upload. So you go to your hosting dashboard, click on services, please, we have to log in before. Okay, so let me log in. I'm logged in. Okay, now click on your package. In your case, you have something like Go Basic. Please, to your left, you can see log into cPanel. If you don't want that, just go to File Manager. Okay, but I want to log into cPanel, so I'll click on log in to cPanel. Click on that. And this is your cPanel. Please, let's go to File Manager. So you click on File Manager. Perfect. Now let's scroll to where you see public_HTML. Double click on that. Perfect. Now this is the directory we want to upload our zipped file. Okay, so you can click on upload, but first of all, let's check to see if the file is successfully zipped. Okay, so we'll go back to where our script is. So come back here and you can see it's complete. Okay, so let's go back to our public_HTML. Okay, our public directory. Click on upload. Fantastic. Now let's click on select file. Let's click on show all files. Perfect. Now let's go to our script. This is it. So you double click on that. So you double click on it to open. Let's click on our zipped file. Click on open. Good. Now let's wait for it to complete. Okay, so we wait for it. I'll pause this video as it progresses. Okay, so you wait for it, and right now it's 1%, and the file is a little bit bigger, and that's 49, almost 50 megabyte in size. So I will pause this video and see you when it's done. Hey guys, I hope you are enjoying the video. Well, I'm currently working on another video idea that will teach you how to create a classified listing website. If you're excited to see this video and you are not subscribed already, please do not miss this opportunity. Click on the red subscribe button. That way, anytime this video is finally done and released, you are notified. Let's get back to the tutorial. Perfect. Our file is successfully uploaded. Now let's click here on this link to go back. Good. Now let's go back to our public folder. Click on the zipped folder and then extract it. Okay, so we want to extract. You click on extract. Good. Now let's click on extract files. Fantastic. Now let's click on close. Good. Now let's delete this zip folder because it's eating our space. Okay, so let's click on delete. You can skip the trash and permanently delete this file, but we want to confirm everything is working fine before we finally or we completely delete it. So let's just click on confirm for now. Fantastic. Now let's go inside this folder, so double click on it. Nice. Now let's click on select all. Perfect. Now let's click on move. Let's delete. We want to go back one step, or we're going one step backwards, so we'll delete that script in there and then click on move files. Fantastic. Now the files are all moved to the home directory. Okay, so when you click on home, click on one step. Now let's scroll. Let's click on public underscore HTML. Double click on that. Good. Now our main or our core files are now stored inside our public underscore HTML. Okay, so let's view this our website address to see what is going on. Okay, so we open a new tab and type nsolotech. So nsolotech and hit enter. And perfect. Now it's taking us to an installation directory. This is where we install the script. So we're now going to install our script. Okay, so we will click on agree to the terms of use or terms of service and then click on next. Fantastic. Now make sure to your left the status everything is green. Okay, after that click on next. Good. Now we have to enter our purchase code on top and then enter our host name, our database username, our database password, our database name, our URL, this is our website name, our site name, our site title, email, our admin username, and our admin password. Now these are the details we'll need in order to log in to our website as a site administrator. Okay, so these details, right? So where do we get the user, the SQL data? Where do we get that? We need to create a database. Okay, so we'll create database. So let's go back to our cPanel. Good. Now on top you can type database. So database. Let's click on my SQL databases. Fantastic. Now this is where we create our new database. Okay, so what is the database? What do you want to call it? Okay, so maybe Quora clone. So that's what I'll be calling my database. So this is my database, so that's Quora clone. So this will be my database and I'll click on create database. Good. Now this is our database, so you copy this link as your database. So you copy that and you go back to the installation page. Now our SQL database, so you enter that here. This is the database name. Now our website URL, enter your website URL here. So this will be HTTPS, so HTTPS in my case is nyezinahsolomon. You can copy it from the URL, the address bar, okay, .ml. This is my site URL. Password, we don't have this information yet, so you go back to our SQL, our database page, and click on back. Fantastic. Now let's scroll. Okay, scroll down. Now this is where we enter our we create our username. Okay, so Quora clone user, so that's what I'll be calling it. So Quora clone users, that's what I'll call my database. Okay, now I'll generate a password. I can copy this password. Okay, so copy this password, click on I've copied this password, and then click on use password. Fantastic. Now let's go back and paste that password before we misplace it. Okay, so enter that password here. Good. Now our username, this is, so we go back to, so we're going to copy this name, we'll copy it like this, paste it here. This is the username. Okay, so we'll paste that here, and then only change Quora clone users. Okay, like this. Okay, if you could remember. Good. So you see nyezinahsolomon _ Quora clone users. Okay, and our password is pasted. Now you click on create users. Fantastic. Now you can equally copy that here. So this is your users, that's your username, so you copy that here and you go back and paste if you have not done that already. So we can delete this if you're not sure or if you're doubting, so you can just paste it there to be at the safer side. Okay, now you scroll up a little bit. Now the host name is localhost. Okay, so localhost is the host name. Now you enter your purchase code on top. After that, we scroll down, our site name. So what is your site name? I want to give my site maybe Quora clone, so Quora clone. So this is my site name, Quora clone. Site title, so this will be best questions and answers website. Okay, so this is for tutorial purposes. Also enter your own site title. Now I'll enter my site email, so maybe Solomon, so something like this. Okay, now my password, I'll be using admin and pass. Okay, but do not make a mistake. Never try using admin and pass, please, I beg of you. Okay, never try that. Good. Now remember to enter your purchase code, and when you click on install, but wait, before that you need to connect your database to your users. So you go back to the SQL page, click on back, fantastic. Now we scroll down. Now you see add user to database. Please select your database. So this is going to be Quora clone. So okay, sorry, this is going to be, that's your user. Okay, so you click here, your user is going to be Quora clone users. So this is it, and the next one is your database. So that's Quora clone. Okay, make sure you select the right things. Okay, your user and your database. Because I use this account for tutorials, you can see a lot of users, a lot of databases here. Okay, that's why you see it's messy. But in your case, you have only 2 options to choose. Okay, so now you click on add. Fantastic. Now make sure you select all privileges. Okay, so select all privileges, scroll down and click on make changes, just like this. Fantastic. Now we are all set to go. Now the next thing we need to do is to go and delete a folder called install. So this folder, make sure you delete it. Okay, but before you delete, make sure you install. After the installation, delete. Okay, so after everything, now go ahead and delete it. Okay, so click on install. Okay, so click on install. So I'll enter my purchase code here and then do that. Okay, and then I'll click on install and let's wait for it. Fantastic. Now let's click on get started. Okay, perfect. Now we're all set. Now the next thing we need to do is to maybe change our logo and other things on the site. Okay, so after following up to this tutorial, take some rest because you have done a lot of the work. Okay, and we're all set to go. Now we'll be going into the dashboard to do a lot of things, so just bear with me here in a minute. Okay, so in this part of the video, we are now going to see how we can log into our admin area. Okay, that's where you're going to be managing your website. Now you can click on login. Okay, please enter admin and pass, but in your case you have to enter your own username and your password. Okay, fantastic. Now on top, click on that user profile and click on admin panel. Perfect. Now this is your dashboard, and this is where you see your general statistics of the site: total questions, total anonymously questions, total public questions, total answers, total questions shared, total replies, total active users, total inactive users, and other statistics regarding your site. Now what I want you to do is maybe click on settings and click on general configuration. Now this way you change your default language. Post every hour, you can change that here. How many posts users can post every hour, you can do that here. User registration every hour, you can do that here. Post text limit, you can do that here. You can limit the number of text user can enter in a maybe a text field, allowed characters, you can do that here. Nearby question search in kilometers, you can do that. Okay, so these are where's separate by, so maybe you want to ban certain words. So maybe you want to ban certain words in your maybe comments area or in messages. Words like maybe words that are abusive, something like stupid, a word like this. If you want to ban a word like that, so you simply enter that word and put comma to it. Okay, something like this, put comma to it. So these words, if someone types it inside the message area or post area or comments area, those words will be replaced with these symbols, okay, and the asterisk. Okay, so that is it, guys. Now to your left you can see user settings, registration. Enable it so that user will be able to register. Enable this email verification system. You can also enable this so that user will be able to delete their account. Two-factor authentication, you can do that here. Profile visit notifications, you can do that here. And this is self-explanatory. You can go ahead and read more about these things. Now the next thing is website information. Now on top you enter your website name, you can enter your website title, you can change that here. And we did this during the installation of the script. Now website name, you can do that here. Website email address, you can do that here. Website keywords, so you can enter your keywords here. Okay. Website description, you can do that here. Website logo, you can change your logo from change site design. Okay, so when you click here you can go to that part and change your website logo. Leave this one as it is. You can enter your social handles, something like your Facebook profile link here, your Twitter, your Google, you can enter that here. Upload file, upload configuration. Good. Now if you want to configure something like Amazon S3 maybe storage, you can do that here. All those things can be found here. Now file upload sharing, if you enable this, people will be able to share files on your website. Video upload sharing, you can do that. Audio upload and sharing, you can do that here. You can also restrict or ban certain files type here. You can see these are the file type that are allowed: JPG, PNG. This, you can see that if you don't want zip file, then there are certain files you may also want to ban here. Okay, so below these are allowed meme type separated by commas. Okay, so those files you don't want them to be able to upload, you simply remove them from this. That means those files are not allowed. Okay, now maximum upload size 2 megabytes, you can do that here. 6 megabytes, you can do that. Make sure your file is somehow, your file size is small. Okay, if not they'll end up uploading 5 gigabyte files on your website to bog down your server. Okay, that's why it's also important to configure something like Amazon S3 storage. That way you have enough storage to accommodate their huge files. You can do that here as well. Okay, Google Cloud settings, so you can enable Google Cloud settings to store files on Google Cloud. You can also do that here. A lot of settings can be done here. Okay, email and SMS setup. Now if you have problem with email delivery, you can set SMTP server here. Enter the SMTP host, SMTP username and SMTP password. If you have problems with this, okay, after doing everything and maybe later you have problem with your website not sending emails, give me a comment. Okay, leave comment at the comment section. I will redirect you to a useful resource that will teach you how you do this. But currently my YouTube channel, I don't have a video on this, how to set up SMTP, but I'll try making a video about that. Okay, but it should work fine for you. Okay, So you can leave it as server mail for now and save the changes. And if you have problem with emails, then you send it back to the SMTP. Okay, all right. Now social logins, forget about it. Languages, you can add languages to your website. Okay, maybe French, other languages, you can manage those languages here. Now users, you can go and manage individual users on your account, maybe verify users, ban users. You can do that here. So when you click on a particular user, okay, like this, below you see active. When you click on active, you can deactivate this user account or delete this user account completely after that, and then you click on submit, and this user will be deleted from the system. That's it. And you can manage user verification request here. Questions, this way you manage all the questions here, manage all answers. Now this is payment. This way you're going to be setting up your payments. So you go to payment settings. Now you can enable the advertisement system, allow users to create ad, make sure it is enabled. But if you don't want it to be enabled straight away, you can disable it for now and later enable it. Okay, now currency, USD, I'm leaving it as USD. You can also choose your own currency. Okay, now cost by view. If a user clicks on an ad, now let me take you back to my demo site. Okay, so something like okay, so something like this. If a user clicks on this ad, or yeah, let's go back to, okay, so cost per by view. So if a user views this ad, okay, so that's the impression. If a user views the ad, how much do you want to charge that the marketer, the advertiser? So guess for viewing the ad, you can charge the person 0.01 cent. Okay, so that's for viewing. So if a user gets scroll past and view an ad like this, you charge this amount. You can change it. It's all your it's your business, so you can do that here. Now cost per click. Now you increase this price because if someone clicks on that ad, it means the person is interested, so you are getting the marketer a click, and hopefully it will turn to a sale or a lead. So you can increase that amount here. Now cost questions promotion. Now see, if I click here and I want to promote this question, you see it costs me $1.23. You see that? So that's where you set it. You can change it to maybe $2, $3, $4 if you want. You can do that there. Now you can enable PayPal payment methods. So you click here to enable PayPal payment system, and then after you enable this, make sure here the sandbox you change it to live and enter your PayPal client ID and your PayPal secret key here. Again, if you have problem with this, I can link you to a right resource on YouTube that will teach you how you do this. Okay, so after getting to this part, if you're confused, let me know in the comment section. Now the next thing is local bank payment. You can go inside here and change your bank information and then enter your bank details here. All right, you can also click here to enlarge it. So it's very simple. Where you see bank account code, you can see paragraph. That means this is your bank account code here. Now your routing number, you can see that here. Now your account holder name, you can change that here. Your account number, let's move top. So account number is on top, you can change it here. Your bank name, you can change that here. So it's self-explanatory. Okay, you edit everything and then make it yours. Now, bank transfer notice. Bank transfer notice. This is a notice that will be displayed if someone is making a transfer. Okay, let me show you how that one to works. So I'll go back to my website and then reload it. Okay, so let's cancel it for now. Now let me do as if I want to refund my account, like this. Click here. Now go to wallet. Now click on replenish. Let's enter some amount here, maybe $300 I want to refund. So click here. Now let's click on bank transfer, as we are dealing with that. So click on bank transfer. Now this is the notice. You see, in order to confirm the bank transfer, you will need to, so come back here. That's where you find that data or that information. So you can change it here. You can do whatever you want to do. Rate is there for you. Okay, you can configure credit card payment system. So these are credit card payment systems on the site. You can enable that and go ahead and configure this. Pay stack, you can enable pay stack. Enter your secret key here. Good. To your right, you can see other payment systems like to checkout. Stripe is also here for you. Okay, so that's where your payments methods can be found. Now manage website ads. So manage website ads. This is maybe if you want to make this website free, okay, but later monetize it with Google Ads. So you grab your Google Ads HTML code, you can paste it at the header. So the Google Ads will be displayed at the header. Footer, if you paste it here, Google Ads will be displayed at the footer. And sidebar, if you also paste your ad here, it will be displayed at the sidebar, and you save changes. Now you can manage user ads. So these are user ads. Good. So this is where you manage user ads. You can delete the ad and check the statistics of the ad. Now earnings. So you click on earnings. Good. So you can see your general statistics, your earnings within the month or the year or the day. That can also be found here. Bank receipts. So if a user uploads a receipt, something like this, upload a receipt here, that receipt will be displayed here. Okay, so those receipts can be accessed here. Okay, so you'll be able to see those receipts: 0 approved receipt, 0 disapproved receipts. Okay, so next is design, and this way you change your website design, maybe the color of your website. So first you can click on themes. So click on themes, and currently this script has only one theme, so just forget about it, and you click on change site design. And this way you'll be able to upload your site favicon, and a favicon is nothing but this small icon here. Okay, now the next one is logo. you can upload a logo, but make sure the logo is 366 by 111 pixels, and you upload a light version of that logo, the same size, and click on save. Custom design. Now if you know something like JavaScript or CSS, you can do that here for yourself to customize the website the way you want it to behave. Now the next one is tools. So click on tools. Good. Invitation codes. Okay, let's click back. Let's click on tools, invitation codes. Now you can generate a code and give it to someone to maybe like as a referral code. Okay, now this system is used to invite users to your site if the registration system is turned off. So self-explanatory. If you turn off registration system, you can give this code to someone. The person will be able to register using that code. So you click on generate code, and you can copy this link and give this link to someone to register. Okay, or you can even give it to someone as an affiliate link, okay, to start promoting your website. You can also delete that thing here. Okay, so manage announcements. Most of these things are self-explanatory. Okay, so you can create an announcement here. So you go ahead and create an announcement. This is like a text editor. Okay, so you can click here and create an announcement on your website. Okay, send emails. If you want to send emails, this is where you do that. So you enter your email, the subject, the message itself, send to. What is sending? Now you send to who did not log in for a week. Now you want to, maybe you want to re-engage them why they are not using the service. Okay, you can do that. You can also click here to send to some specific users based on certain criteria. Okay, now you can send to who did not log in for a year, who did not log in for, okay, you can send that there. Now you can search users here. Okay, now send message. Now mailing list. Good. So those who joined your newsletter, you can send message to them here. To all users, you can send message to all users here. Now mass notification. Perfect. Now site, so you can send site notification to users. So you can enter URL here, notification text, selected users. Okay, send notification. Auto follow, forget about it. Ban users. If you ban someone, this is where those users will be displayed. Okay, so you can ban a user. Add any email, username, IP to prevent users from creating account within the black list. You can do that here. So you can enter a user name here or an email address, somewhere you don't want to create account with your or log in. You can enter that email address here and click on ban, and that person is banned completely from your system, and you can later delete that banned user. Now you can create or generate fake users on your account if you are testing it. Okay, so for now, let's generate fake users and see how it is. And right now, let's enter a password like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and then click on what, generate users. You can also put the number of users you want to have, so maybe 20 users or 5 users, so 20, and click on generate fake data. And after that, your site will be filled with fake users. This for maybe tutorial demo. You are testing your site. You can do that and later delete these users completely from your site and start accepting genuine users. Okay, and wait for it for some time. And when you go back and reload this website, you see that the website now has users. Okay, so let me copy this address. So I'll copy this address bar, copy. Now open it in a new tab, paste, hit enter. Good. Now you have users on this account. Okay, there are users on the account. Guess that you are not seeing them. Now when you go back to the admin area, okay, and we go to users, okay, we can allow it. So now let's go back to the admin area, scroll up to users, go to manage users. You can see there's one fake user here. Okay, the site is still doing its thing, so maybe when we reload the page we may see newly added users. Okay, it will take time to generate these fake users. Okay, so that is it. That's how you add users. And this person, I don't know who that person is the site that is generating these fake users. Okay, so where are we self? We are here, tools. Okay, site map. You can generate or create a site map, and this is going to be your site map. Now you can generate a site map. This is where you find your site map. This is where your SQL backups and files will be. Other pages, you can manage your pages here. Frequently asked questions. If you're not clear with something, you can contact Ask Me Script. They are the official developers of the script. Okay, now on top, when you click on this user thing here, you'll be able to log out and you'll be able to turn it into a night mode. Okay, and that is it, guys. Okay, so after going through this tutorial, you have successfully created your own questions and answers website. Now users can come to your website, register account, and ask question, something like, who is the current CEO of Google, like this. Okay, and you can make this question anonymous like this if you don't want to show your face. Okay, so you click on it to make it anonymous, and after that you can click on ask, and people who are knowledgeable will come and answer this question, just like on Quora, if you have ever used Quora. Okay, and you'll be able to monetize this website. Now the next one is photo pool. You'll be able to compare between two images, and there's an image here I want to show you, and I found this on Facebook. So this image and maybe this image. All right, so you can compare two images and ask people to pass a judgment. Okay, so you can say which image looks funny to you. So which image looks funny? Okay, and remember to put your question mark if you want to, and after that you can make this question anonymous, or You can leave it as it is and click on ask, and people will go ahead and vote. Okay, please wait. Good. Now people will have the option to vote. So what do you think the answer would be? Is it the left one or the right one? I would like to interact with you, so just post your answers in the in the comment area so that we will have fun. Okay, so I will choose the left one, but I would like to know your answer. Okay, and they can share it or love it. They can also click here to promote this post like this, just like our demo website. Okay, so this brings us to the end of our tutorial. Okay, very simple way to build questions and answers website. Okay, it works, guys. So I'll see you in the next video where I will teach you how to build different websites, money making websites. I'm Solomon, nyezinahsolomon from Upper East Ghana specifically, signing out. Bye bye.